for this channeled message, there is a sense of urgency and importance. God not only wants you to know what's going on in the spiritual realm, but He wants you to have kind of a clear vision of what it looks like and what's really happening. So it is very important. So I took a lot of notes, so you might see me glancing down. That's just to make sure that I'm staying organized and not forgetting to say anything. So the first message that He wants you to clearly know and remember is that each and every one of you were meant to prosper. You were created to prosper. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Your birthright is being able to think about something with your mind and it comes true. It becomes a part of your reality. That's what it means to prosper. The fact that you can mentally grasp something that's not a part of your reality now and actually go and get it. So when you dream about something, we call it dreaming. Like, we dream about having a better life. We dream about having the things that we don't have right now. If you can dream about it, if you can think about it, if you can see it in your mind, then it's meant to become a part of your reality. You have that right. That is your birthright. But the voices in your head will tell you different. These voices are meant to keep you in a box. He wants me to let you know that spiritual warfare is real. And right now, a lot of you are being physically and spiritually attacked. Physically with the distractions and spiritually with your mind. Your mind is your greatest asset. If you cannot control your thoughts, if you cannot control your emotions, then you are being spiritually attacked. He's saying that heavy focus on the spirit of Judas and the spirit of Jezebel. In the Bible, he says that we're not fighting against flesh and blood. Our fight, our arguments, they're not with the body that you see in front of you or the person that you see in front of you. It's entities that are using the vessel in order to carry out a bigger plan. So he's saying right now on earth there is a heavy roaming. Right now the spirit of Judas and the spirit of Jezebel is roaming heavy on earth right now. Judas, betrayal. Jezebel, seduction. Whether man or woman. He's saying all of this is to keep you in a box. So he wants me to visually walk you through this, right? So I want you to see a box in your mind. I want you to think about a box. Now this box is big enough for a human to be inside of. See yourself in that box. Now he wants you to pay attention to how that box makes you feel. How does being in a box make you feel? Pay attention to the feelings. Boxes make you feel trapped. They make you feel drained. They allow you to be focused on something so that you can't see the bigger picture. He wants you to identify the boxes in your life. Identify the people, the situations, the commitments that make you feel trapped, that drain you, that make you feel like, this cannot be life. Like there has to be something more to it. You're having that feelings for a reason. Every box has a loop. A loop is when you constantly keep reliving the same thing over and over. It could be in a different environment. It could be with different people. But it feels like life is on repeat, right? Like a song. So when you put a song on repeat, you sit through the whole entire song. And at the end, instead of another song being played, that same song replays itself. And it just happens over and over and over. It's similar. Like life can be similar to that. When you keep making the same decision over and over, you will get the same outcome. Your judgment day happens every time you're given an opportunity to make a decision. Okay, so it's showing me a road, right? Like, say my hand is a road. There's arrows going this way and there's arrows going this way. This way is the way that God paved out for you. right? This way is only meant and designed to take you further away from the road that God paved for you, right? Now on this road, there's like pit stops, right? And these pit stops are your chance, is your chance to change direction, to reroute yourself. When you get to these pit stops, if you keep making the same decision that you've been making, there's this quote, and he's saying that we're recycling all of these quotes, but we're not taking the quote and matching it to the part of our life that it really needs, that it fits, and then taking that knowledge and making a different decision. The quote that I'm talking about is, nothing grows in your comfort zone. God said that right now a lot of you are comfortable in a certain aspect in your life, and that is causing you, it's not that you're comfortable, it's that you feel safe. Like the fear of you stepping out of that box, because that box, you know that box inside and out, because you've spent a good amount of time in that box. The thought of you stepping out of that box is putting fear, and because you don't want to experience that uncomfortable feeling of not knowing, you stay in that box. You make the same decision that keeps you in that box. So he's saying that you need to be okay with checking yourself. You need to be okay with seeing your flaws and not hating yourself for that. You need to be okay with seeing the opposite of your flaws in somebody else and not hating them for that. Okay, so at birth, each and every one of us were given angels, we're assigned angels, right? We have a whole spiritual team. These are the team of angels that are always dropping little signs to catch our attention. But they can only intervene in your life if you ask them to. Just like God, he can only fully take control of your life if you give him the permission to. So he's saying that each and every one of us were assigned angels at birth. But the devil also assigned monitoring and hindering spirits to us. So you know, on TV, when you see angels on one side and you see the devil on the next, it's real. We were assigned angels, and we were assigned monitoring and hindering spirits. Monitoring spirits watch us. Hindering spirits are meant or created to block us. So he wants me to take it back to the image of the box. So I want you to have the image of the box in your mind again, okay? And on the side of that box, so hold on, because I need you to visually, like, really catch me, right? This is a box big enough for a human. Oh, look, there's a lady on it. Okay, so boom. Box, you in the box, right? Now on the side of the box, there's locks. There's a lock here, lock here, lock here, lock here, lock here. The locks are the unhealed parts of yourself. So the parts of yourself that you haven't healed. So like your trauma wounds, the times in life where you've been rejected, you've been abandoned, you've been betrayed, you've experienced some type of injustice. These things that happen to you over the period of your life, they act as locks. Alright? When you make a decision to heal a certain part of your life, right? The lock starts to loosen up. When you make a step towards healing, and all you need to do, even in your mind, if just deciding, alright, this is what I have a problem with, this is what I need help with, that's a big move in the spiritual realm. It might look small to you. You might take a little step towards healing and you don't feel a change. But the thing is, that causes a lock to either loosen or to fly off. So just the fact that you're making that simple God said all you need is a faith as small as a mustard seed. Just you acknowledging that you have a problem, and that problem is hindering you, and that problem is blocking you from experiencing the type of lifestyle that you want to experience. It's hindering you from be able to see something in your mind and go and get it. That is driving the devil mad. That alone has him and his little minions going crazy in the spiritual realm. Like, God wants you to understand that. Like, He wants you to really clearly get that. Like, it just takes you making one simple move for them to go crazy. Once you make that decision, right, that healing needs to take place, that makes them mad. You're going to realize, and I'm pretty sure that you already know this, you decide to make a change and then you receive a fight. It gets harder for you to make that change because things start popping up into your reality. That's what they do. They send distractions. This is where distractions come into play. You're either going to experience a distraction, or mentally you're gonna feel like you're procrastinating more. You're gonna have more thoughts where it's gonna be hard to focus, right? God said in this time, this is where you need to seek Him the most. You need prayer. He said prayer is powerful, but what you're praying for is more powerful than the act of praying. You need to be mindful of what you're praying for. He said that you need to be praying for guidance. Your guidance is going to come from your ability to see. It's going to come through the ability to feel and your ability to hear. He wants me to use my gift as an example. Okay. So I have the ability to hear Him, like if there was somebody physically standing next to me speaking to me. When I was in a dark place, this is what I prayed for. I prayed for the ability to hear Him. I never thought that I'd be here right now, talking to you guys, hearing Him and relaying the message to tell you guys. I asked for the ability to hear Him because I was in such a dark place. Like, physically I was here, but mentally I checked out. Like, I was sinking, and I knew that if I was going to put all of my faith in Him, I needed to know that this was working. Like, I needed Him to communicate clearly. Like, I needed not to have any type of doubts that this was the path that I needed to be on. I needed Him to be like, yes, Kay, keep going. Yes, Kay, this is what I need you to do. Yes, Kay, you're on the right path. No, Kay, stop doing that. Like, I needed that communication so that so that I don't feel like I'm going back to that really dark place. Like, when I tell you guys it was dark, I was sinking. Like, I was drowning in my own mind. Like, mentally I was not clear, and I needed that clear confirmation that, Kay, you're doing a good job. So He wants me to share the first 3 steps that I started to take when I started my healing journey. So first, I prayed for clear guidance. Nothing happens by coincidence. So say you ask for guidance, right? For example, you have a specific person in your life and something feels shaky, something don't feel right, and you ask for guidance. Dear God, show me what it is that I need to see. Remove any veil from my eyes. Allow me to see if this person is for me or not for me. Make it clear. Allow me to not be able to sit with myself, to sleep with myself, until I really acknowledge what it is that's going on in front of me. Allow me to clearly understand and see and be able to just know if I'm on the right path or not. Do I need to block this person out of my life or not? reveal to me what it is that I need to know, that I need to see. You pray for that. Now that person starts acting up out of the blue. You ain't do nothing. There's no cause for that person to be moving like how they're moving, but now they're moving more shakier than they was moving before. That's your sign. They say something out their mouth that's wacky, and you're like, where the hell this came from? That's your sign. People will start, and right now, he wants you to know that the veil that was placed over earth to protect you guys in a certain way, it is so thin right now that basically it's not even here. So it's not going to be hard to see the manipulations. It's not going to be hard to see the deception. It's not going to be hard for you to really see the people, places, and things that are not for you. Right now they're tripping up. They're making silly mistakes. And it's just for you to open up your eyes and to see and to acknowledge, okay, this is not for me. After you acknowledge that what you prayed for was answered, you saw what you prayed for, give gratitude that you were able to pick that up, that you were able to feel that you were able to see that you were able to hear something and be able to understand and to use your senses to figure out your next move. Be grateful that you had that opportunity. Gratitude accelerates. Am I using that word right? It speeds up, right? It speeds up manifestations. It speeds up your blessings. He wants me, and there's a sense of importance around this message. If you don't remember anything that I say in the whole entire video, remember this. The universe is a receptor. It's a receiver. It is always receiving your energy and giving it back to you. The reason why you can't outrun karma, the reason why you can't cheat your fate, is because there's an energy imprint that is always being sent to the universe. Everything that you say, do, and even think is being recorded in the Akashic records. Everything you do is being recorded. From the day you were born up to now, everything you do, say, and think is being recorded. The universe is always taking your energy and giving it back to you. So with now that you have that knowledge, right now I just activated a code in your DNA. Now that you've heard that, I need you to understand. God needs you to understand that every single thing that you do, say, or think is being recorded. It's being received by the universe, and it's being given back to you. So before you make any moves, ask yourself, now you need to take accountability of your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions. Just take accountability of yourself, because everything that you say, and it's like he really wants you to understand, everything that you say, do, or think is being recorded. Ask yourself, before you do something, do I want that sent back to me? Can I handle that? When the tables is turned and everything that I put out, can I handle that? Can I swallow that medicine? Is that gonna break my back when it's time for it to come back to me? Okay, so there's also a strong focus on fear right now. He said the general signature, the overarching energy signature that the earth has right now is fear. Fear blocks his communication. Fear allows for your body, for your senses, not to be able to pick up on what he's trying to show you, what he's trying to tell you. My son just woke up. Okay, so I want you guys to see the box with your mind again, right? I want you guys to see yourself in the middle of the box. Now he wants you to visually see the locks flying off of that box. They're just flying off. And now you're being able to break free. He wants you to take it slow though. So he wants you to see yourself seeing the light outside of the box. So the door of the box just opened, right? Now you're exposed to the light that was outside of the box. He wants you to feel the light, see the light, and then he wants you to slowly start walking outside of that box. He needs you to pay attention to the feeling that you're getting while you're walking outside of that box. Feel that new sense of freedom. He wants you to pay attention to the feeling, because when you're manifesting, when you're praying for something, the feeling connected to what you're praying for is very important. When you connect a feeling to what you're praying for, what you're manifesting, it speeds it up. Because remember, the universe is receiving your energy. So you have a feeling of freedom. You're having a feeling of happiness. You're having a feeling of peace. You're sending that energy imprint to the universe, and that universe is sending it back to you. So now, in your physical reality, you're going to experience more of that. You're being a vibrational match to freedom. You're becoming a vibrational match to peace. You're becoming a vibrational match to happiness. Once you are a vibrational match to those emotions, it keeps coming to you. God needs you to now test the universe. When something good happens, I want to see how better it can get. I feel amazing. I want to manifest more of that feeling. I want to see how good it can get. I want to see how good life can get. I want to see how more happier I can feel, how more at peace I can feel. Not only should you be outside of the box right now, but now you are ascending. Now you are rising. Now, ascension comes with physical signs and symptoms, right? Because now you're exposed to energy that you weren't exposed to before. In the beginning, for me, I had a lot of head pressure because the energy is rising. I speak about your 7 chakras and how they run along your spine, right? They're energy centers. They're gateways. So your energy is flowing. Your energy is flowing from your root chakra upwards. Now, when you start taking care of your traumas, when you start healing, when you start experiencing energies on a higher level, the energy that's naturally in your body, it's moving upwards. So you're going to feel that. These feelings are called ascension symptoms. You guys could look them up also. For me, a lot of head pressure, ear popping, because the energy is moving. It hasn't been moving for a very long time. You haven't been exposed to certain emotions for a long period of time. So you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in your body. He wants me to give you just like a heads up. But he wants you to hold on to that feeling, the feeling that you feel of freedom, the feeling that you can breathe right now. Like, he wants you to hold on to the fact that it's possible. As long as you hold on to the fact that it is possible for you to feel this way, it gives you like a safety net. Like, you can always fall back to this feeling. I felt it once, so now I can feel it again. Yeah, so now I have to go. I'm sending so much healing energy and so much light to you guys right now. And so much love. So much love. when all fails, practice an act of self-love, and then allow that self-love to overflow into your personal life. Alright, I gotta go. Bye, guys.